Hello, Biafrans. This message is brought to you by Biafrans Got Talent in different languages.
Ndị mbise mma mmanụ, ndị mmadụ ekele m unu. Ewere m unu ozi. Asị m agwa unu, si on 30th May, onye ọbụla nọrọ n'ụlọ ka anyị ike kwanyere ndị nwụrụ n'ihe Biafra ugwu. Adịghị ọzọ anyị nwere ike imere lawo gị ikpe oru n'ụlọ ụbọchị ahụ. Si ihe emeene ka anyị ike nwere onwe anyị. Ndewo.
Ndị ala ụtụtụ ya na ndị arụ Chukwu indewo m. Ọnwụ iyi na-ekwu iyi n'ụtụtụ ọnwa si biko nne ịgbalị anị nọtụrụ n'irule 30th May bịa ibe ibe ọbụla aga ịnọtụrụ n'ala a were nwosa nwaanyị a were nwosa Biafra onye ha na-arịọ enyi biko nne ịnọtụrụ n'irule ma ihe apụrụ ụbọchị ọhụ a were kweri ụmụnne anyị ndị nwụrụ anwụ maka ịhazi ozi Biafra ọnwa
Mekon do toitenye nge isonga bibio. Amindo ene kamfu. Uko ye fien bo ku yu wa isen kusene 30th May. Kusene 30th May aru sene meke banga ke no ndi eri yang anyan. Akpa yang wa isen aru mfuna fo se fo yon ko do fo yon oben. Amin bon do mi ya fo ko yon wa isen 30th May. Ke 30th May yon aru usen fo yon tu fok. Ayon di yon ke na fo tie gu fok do. Afo yon obondo afo yon do kom mo bondom ke fo do wo ekoto ko bio Nigeria ke fo do wo Biafra. Tiaga fok 30th May bari ka yang ire mfoku fok yang ire mfoku mfuna me kom munu
ndị Ebonyi unu dịkwa ahụ ike o unu nọ hụ n'ụlọ maka ndị nwaanyị nwụhụrụ anwụhụ na 30th May maka nwere onwe nke ala anyị Biafra ndokwanụ
emesiere o ndị toitenyen ye ndị toikanyen kison kalaba mbok nda usene mimbenge mufo ndị to efre brutu etieku fok usen 30th May ke kukuru nyiniri ndi to Biafra ya nyini da yeni de mnyan ya nyini kpong isongo mimi fonke yeni ye ire mnyan ira ikpono ndi to etenyen ye ndi to ekanyen kisong Biafra e pare ke nyindi yene eti obio mbok mekpe mufu bok userero 30th May etie kufo
ndị item jọkwa n'uwo ihe mbe kpara unu tonwa bụ mmadụ aha nọmara ime ụlọ 30th of May nọmara ime ụlọ ka anyị kwarụ ụmụ nwoke ụmụ nwaanyị nwụọnụ na ọrụ Biafra ka anyị kwarụ ugwu nọmba gboo n'ime ụlọ na afụsatụkwala ezi 30th of May jọkwa
ebe anyị ekene m unu ife m kwekwu bụ maka 30th May mbọsị na-abịa abịa anyị anọ n'ụlọ ka anyị nwee ike lote ndị niile nwụgolu anyị maka nwere onwe Biafra ife m na-agwakwu n'ụlọ si m na ana obi na ọkwa n'ife onye kpọrọ nkịtị ya ka ọ na-aza Biafra bụ nke anyị ka anyị nọlụ kwanyelu ndị niile ndị nwụgolu maka Biafra ugwu ịnụnụ biko zianụ ayọ ka m na ọyọ
ndị ngwa anụ asị mma mbịa gwunula abalị 30 n'ime ọnwa ise wụ May nke ndị bekee na-adịkwa n'ikpọ 30th May anyị hawụ ndị Biafra anyị si ka anyị were ehia echi ahụ cheta ụmụnne anyị niile ndị nwụrụ n'ihi nwere onwe anyị wụ Biafra biko adị m eri unu dịka arịrịọ si unu biko orula ehihie ahụ unu nọrọ n'ụlọ unu nọrọ kpọrọ unu n'ụlọ tee unu na mmiri unu rie onye m si ka m gwa unu
Wagwan Jamaica, enough respect for you all. About to respect for me brother man them Biafrans and a Jamrock. Me want to tell you something now. It's all about at the 30th May. You know how we are falling hero them at them lay down them life away. You know if you second down type on no house. You know if you mourn them, you know, cause them a do a big strength in for way. What do I have to tell you no react now? You know if you sit down on no house. You know I'm on them on 30th May. Go no way, me tell you brother. Cause we have to remember them. It's a big thing for them do for way. Enough respect for you know all.
Ndeka ndebo na Delta State Biafra land dodo no dịghị ime mụlọ na 30th May.
Ndị Anambra ekene m unu ana m asị ka anyị niile nọrọ na yard na 30th May nke na-eje ịbịa ka anyị cheta ndị anyị be anyị ndị nwụrụ anwụ maka na ọtụtụ ụmụnne anyị anwụgo maka ife Biafra ka anyị kwanyere fa ugwu ikpeazụ nke anyị ga-enyere fa anyị nọrọ n'ụlọ na 30th May cheta fa udo dịrị unu.
Allow me to worship Chukukika Piama on behalf of the entire family listening right across the length and breadth of this very planet. All of you who are ordained, all of you who are destined to perform wonders, I welcome all of you. Now I will present you to Chukwukikabiama in heaven. Therefore, our Father who resideth in heavens above, looking down upon the pain and the suffering of your children, as was foretold by those who has gone before us, that a day will come when the world will gang up, when all the children of darkness will congregate to prevail against your children. That time is now. We are in pain, we are in so much suffering that man cannot begin to comprehend it. We ask for your mercy. We ask for you to come and present and provide a way where there is none. We ask you to Chukwukikabiama ka iwe mee amara n'ime ndụ ụmụ gị niile ndị ebi obi n'ebe niile dị iche iche ruo ebe niile ụwa sọtụrụ ka ịdị mma gị na ebere gị biko gbaso ha ụbọchị na-eke ndụ ha. Ọkwa asụsụ eluigwe. We call upon you this evening. The vultures are congregating, the saboteurs are rising up. We are beginning to identify them, and we are dealing with them. We ask you to give us the strength. We ask you for courage. We ask you for every ounce of determination and resolute. Make us as hard as steel, as only you can do. Baptize us in your word, in your knowledge, in your truthfulness, and in your strength. Make it impossible for our enemies to come close to us. Destroy them before they come very close. We will be tempted, of course. Our defenses will be tried without a shadow of a doubt. Sometimes there may be breaches, but in the end we prevail, because that is your word and that is your promise. This evening we hold on resolutely to that very command of yours. Your own spoken word. The word that you gave to your children when you said to them that they should not worship any idol, they should not bow before any graven image. We have made mistakes in our lives. We have bowed before European idols. We have done everything but worship you in truth and honesty. But now, having realized the errors of our ways, we present ourselves before you, that you may do with us as you please. So it was prayed thousands of years ago. That same prayer will re-echo, because we are nothing without you. We are nothing without you. We can have the best defenses in the whole world. We can procure the finest anti-jamming equipment available. But it is you that will defend your inheritance. You will defend Biafra. You know that we are honest and truthful people. You know that we preach this gospel in the knowledge that your children must be free in the land of the living, that they may go back and worship you in Zion as they have done thousands of years ago. This is our prayer, now and always, because we are your children. You can't abandon us to the forces of evil and darkness. That is not your will, and it can never be. That is why today, tomorrow, and always, as you have called us to undertake this very monumental and a big task, as you have determined that your word must be preached in the land, that very land you gave to our ancestors thousands of years ago, so shall it be done in our lifetime. Allow us to be worthy to serve thee. Chukwukikabiama, allow us to be considered worthy to serve you. You know we speak the truth. Our enemies are liars. They are cheats and they are killers. They are bloodthirsty bastards, all of them. All of them bar none. They have brought their lies to bear upon all their dealings. Their tongue is very spiteful against those of them who are righteous before your sight. Please don't allow shame to befall your children. Don't allow shame to befall your name, because we answer your name, we bear your name. That is why today we make this very prayer in the sure knowledge that Biafra will be restored as your own kingdom upon the face of the earth. that you will be worshipped every blessed day of our lives, as our children will do, and so will their children. Until time everlasting we have prayed in your name. He said,
Good evening, fellow Biafrans, men and women of goodwill and of good conscience. This is the Biafra presentation on this evening of the 18th of May 2019. We are live from London, reaching you wherever you are on this planet Earth, from east to west, from north to south, from the planet of the coastal regions of Biafra. And we are gathering in the name of the Most High God as always. Without Him, we are nothing, and we recognize His presence in our midst. We call upon Him to descend His majestic power and mighty valor to enveloping the entire Ipob family members, individually and collectively, to continue to render powerless and impotent our enemies. Wherever they are plotting against us, may the evil ones continue to scamper for safety in our midst. May they continue to speak in hostile, confusing, divergent language among themselves. May their camps be desolate, spiritually and physically, and they shall never have upper hand against us. And may this be their lords from now onwards and now forevermore. In turn, we ask you, the Most High God, to remember your promises to our ancestors, and by extension, all of us, preservation of Biafrans. I shall restore our lost inheritance, the land of Biafra, to us. For men and women have died. They have given up their lives, and on 30th of May 2019, and subsequently, as always, as it has been a custom, a culture, a tradition in our yearly calendar to remember them, we shall indeed present them before you once again, that their souls may continue to rest in your bosom until we all meet to part no more. Give us strength in turn, give us every enablement, give us every resolveness and courage to stay the course until what they have fought for is compensated for. That is with the ultimate restoration of the land of Biafra. Allow us therefore to quickly, when that time comes, to stand on it, when fully restored, to raise our voices in unison, to praise their name again, in a new symbolic covenant that we spend the issues of Biafrans to come. Do this for us now, give us victory and take the glory. To this we say amen and amen, and amen, and amen. He said, my name is Uche Mefore. I am the deputy leader of indigenous people of Biafra from Abateta. Abateta is in the Demi is in Omar Bryce in Biafra. I am here standing in for a good Mazi in Namde Kano, the Colossus, the enemy and the rock of our time. It shall be well with him and his family wherever he is. It shall be well with his parents. It shall be well with his associates. It shall be well with all of us, all of you hardcore dedicated Biafrans, all of you living, residing in the damnable republic of the zoo called Nigeria and in Biafra land, all of you who are under rain and shine, all of you who are receiving all manner of insults, all manner of treatment, torture, inhumane and degrading treatment from the zoo authorities, from the terrorists who are recruited to run the police, the army, the air force, and even civil defense category of the security department of the zoo called Nigeria. At the appropriate time, we shall emerge victorious. All we are asking you to do is to maintain focus. Do not relent, do not prevaricate, do not capitulate, because we have gone too far to even begin to think of going back. If we chicken out at this particular point in time, the enemies will go home victorious. It is our duty on this platform to make sure that all perpetrators of evil, all men and women who have unleashed crime against humanity, all those who have unleashed terror, all those who have unleashed terrorism on the people of Biafra will not go scot-free. It is our duty to make sure that they are brought to justice. And until that is done, we are not going to abandon this cause. That is why we will not give in to any form of blackmail. That is why we will not give in to any form of intimidation. The only group of people that they are very much afraid of, the zoo authority, is very much afraid of. The Hausa Fulani Islamic fundamentalists who are having a stronghold on the zoo are the IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra. Why are they doing so? Because IPOB is phenomenal. IPOB is everywhere on this planet Earth. There is nowhere you can go that you cannot see IPOB family members. It is a fact and it is a reality. The world is researching what has made IPOB what it is today. Go on the internet, you will see a lot of research on IPOB. There are also a group of unscrupulous and hopelessly hopeless researchers sponsored by the zoo authorities. They write all manner of things on the issue of self-determination, but we're going to respond to them in a more scintillating and engaging manner with a view to disgracing them. Indigenous people of Biafra, led by Ali Mazi has fine-tuned self-determination, non-violent means of going about one's freedom. We have elevated it to an enviable position. The last of it was practiced by the civil rights movement in the United States of America, of course initiated by Mahatma Gandhi in India. After that, no group of people have successfully applied that. In 21st century, IPOB is at the forefront, and ours is phenomenal. We have dazzled our enemies. We have mesmerized them that they are in disarray. That is why they are spending billions of the worthless naira, sponsoring hungry and disgruntled and opportunistic individuals in Biafra land. But you know what? If you don't have anything, you can't give it. That is why you will continue to fumble. That is why you will continue to scamper for safety in our presence. All we need to do is to maintain focus and to set our eyes constantly and consistently on the ball, and to remain ideologically consistent, and to defend those who cannot defend themselves. We have no weapons, we have not killed anyone. They are the ones killing us, and at the same time crying. How much more when we begin to defend ourselves against them? They are crying at this particular point in time. They are jittery. They are speaking with both sides of their mouth at this particular point in time. How much more when we begin to stand up to them, to defending ourselves? That time has not come. But what we can assure you is that we shall remain mentally strong. We shall remain focused, true to the goals and the aim we have set for ourselves. That Biafra may be restored, that Biafra shall indeed emerge as is expected, to effectively bring freedom to all mankind who are under generations of slavery and servitude, more importantly in the so-called Nigeria and across Africa. It is our pledge on this platform, we continue to remind you that the heart of this process shall not be allowed to see corruption. The gate of hell shall never prevail against it. They have tried and they have failed, and they will continue to fail. Can you remind yourselves, or can you recall how long ago the zoo called Nigeria has talked about IPOB and Radio Biafra again? They are not talking about us because they know that if they do that, we shall disgrace them. They have not talked about us because they know that they cannot stop us anymore. What they are now doing is to sponsor killer squad in different parts of Biafra land. And as you can see, there are willing elements who are helping hostile Fulani masters of theirs. By their utterances, by their conduct, you shall recognize them. But one thing we have assured them is that they will fail. They are already failing. Why are they calling IPOB? They are calling IPOB because IPOB is doing something. If you are following their ways, if you are doing the same way or going along the same way that they are going, they will not call your name. They know that IPOB is formidable. IPOB is on course to extricating all men and women under slavery and servitude in the contraption called Nigeria from that abominable entity. And it is a promise that it is going to come to pass. Our coordinators in different parts of the world, and more importantly in Biafra land, must have it as a point of duty to coming up on air. From now onwards, there are some of us who have come up, of course, but it is not enough. You have to be updating us and the world on the level of preparedness of each IPOB family unit, and especially those that you are in charge of. We have different Radio Biafra platforms from South Africa to United Kingdom to Middle East to United States of America, and of course in Biafra land. You have no excuse to give. All coordinators from Biafra land to the zoo called Nigeria to the rest of Africa as a continent, all coordinators in Europe, all coordinators in Asia, all coordinators in the Americas, all coordinators in Australia, you must make it a point of duty to come on air from now onwards and regularly as well to update the wider IPOB family members and the rest of humanity on our level of preparedness for this 30th of May Remembrance Day that is coming up very soon. It is not a matter of choice, it is a duty. And we are enjoining everyone, all our continental rights must make sure that each national coordinator under their jurisdiction must come on air from now onwards at least 2 times a week. You can do it every day, but at least 2 times a week. We have less than 2 weeks to go, and it is a duty and a responsibility on our shoulders that the world may know the preparation that we have made as regards this solemn day, 30th of May 2019. This year's one is going to be a very unique one indeed, and one of its kind. Our leader, Mazi is going to be in the United States of America, and we are calling on our IPOB family members in the United States of America and in Canada as well to indeed make sure that that solemn event is given the attention and commitment it deserves. If you have any question, especially saboteurs, go to United States. We have a number of them in the United States of America. Some of them have said, oh, any day we see you in America, this will happen, that will happen. Get ready. Because what we are looking for is an avenue where the world will indeed, without any restriction, have access to the information regarding the atrocities being committed against the people of Biafra by the so-called Nigeria and their agents everywhere. America has one of the largest concentration of saboteurs against Biafra, sponsored by the zoo authorities. We are waiting for you, and we are inviting you to come and grace the 30th of May, solemn and remembrance day for our fallen heroes. Anybody who is still speaking about or against this remembrance day for our fallen heroes and heroines must be evil and should be put where that person belongs. Of course, they cannot come out anymore in the open to say that, because they have lost the battle. We will give it all we can and make sure that it is indeed one of the best so far. What else can we say? This is a very live broadcast this evening. We are reaching you from London. I will appreciate if people tell us about the quality of sound that they are getting from this broadcast, because for quite some time, especially this my platform has not been very effective. I want our people to, of course, give us feedback regarding the quality of sound coming out from this platform. Very important and very appreciate it. We are on different platforms, satellite platforms, FM radio stations across Biafra land. We are on a technology called To Listen, powered by Audio Now. Download our app on your mobile devices and use other internet platforms, because some bloggers are streaming our content to listen to us. Go to Simple Radio, you will listen to Radio Biafra live broadcast. Go to our website, www.radiobiafra.co, www.rblworld.tv. Download TuneIn app as well. You will be able to get Radio Biafra. Very important, there is no more excuse by anyone this time around regarding the reception or the receiving of our signals, because we have different, many and varied platforms that can serve you. One other important thing we continue to remind our people is this: everybody who is associated with this restoration effort and who is living in the diaspora from different communities, it is a responsibility on all of us this time around to make sure that your communities are covered, the FM stations. Let people from different communities or local governments in different parts of Biafra land and who are living abroad come together and team up with those at home to make sure that our FM stations are indeed situated in every nook and cranny of Biafra land. Do not wait for Radio Biafra Ipob to do this. If you want this project to be completed in a more faster way, please come together and make sure that this project is done this way. Let individuals and groups put resources together and make sure that each community where they come from is covered. That's the only way. We salute those who have done this. There are a number of individuals who have, of course, come forward to initiating and completing these projects. We enjoin everyone to emulate them. The rest of us must take a cue from them and do the same and even surpass what they have done. Our people in Biafra land must be extra vigilant, but of course remain courageous. The zoo called Nigeria is on rampage. Of course we know that they are, but this time around they have intensified so much effort that they have recruited some willing accomplices in Biafra land. They call themselves Biafrans. But their conduct, their utterances betray them. They are working with DSS officers. They are working with the zoo police, with the zoo army, and pointing at our IPOB family members. They abduct our people secretly and execute them. This is the most horrific terrorism and crime against humanity ever unleashed on a group of people. And as these things are happening, nobody is talking about it. The Zoom media is not covering it. The international media, including BBC, they have recently launched BBC Ipob in Biafra land. Why is BBC Ipob not covering all this? Why is BBC Ipob not seeing all these atrocities going on against the people of Biafra, against Biafran youths? Why is it that they are not doing it? That is to tell you that we have formidable enemies and they are not sleeping. They are using our resources to indeed go against us. The money coming from Biafra land is being used and being diverted into projects that are inimical to our progress. But what can we do in the circumstance? To capitulate? That is not an option. We must continue. No media of repute around the world is reporting the activities of indigenous people of Biafra. What they are more interested in reporting are the activities of those who are killing and maiming and slaughtering Biafrans day in, day out. It now remains to be seen how long they are going to go. But it is our determination, it is our commitment on this platform that we shall not allow them to have upper hand. That is why you have Radio Biafra, that is why you have Biafra Television. That is why everybody in Biafra land is now a journalist and reporters of unfathomable and unprecedented proportion. We salute our writers, we salute our journalists, we salute our broadcasters from Biafra land, we salute our Biafra Television crew, Radio Biafra crew there. We salute our Radio Biafra broadcasters in the United States of America and Middle East and South Africa as well. They have been doing marvelously well, and we can only consolidate on the gain so far. Our duty for the 30th of May, for the remaining days, a little over 1 week remaining until the 30th of May, is to make sure that all community associations, all churches, all market leaders and unions are contacted and be given the necessary information they need to have. We are enjoining them to close their shops, to close their businesses on that day. We are enjoying transport union as well transporters to withdraw their vehicles from the road. We're enjoining banks to close. We're enjoining parents to withdraw their children from school. And we are asking individuals to withdraw from any official engagement on that day. As we speak, there are some well-paid opportunists in Biafra land who have concluded plan to do everything humanly possible, everything devilishly possible, to make sure that the sit at home that we have called is not a reality. Those people are going to pay heavily for their treachery. What are we telling you? We are saying sit at home, stay away from any official engagement. If you come out that day and anything happens to you, you will have yourself to blame. Because what they are now doing is to do everything they can to implicate and rob IPOB in crimes. Some of them are wearing IPOB uniforms, IPOB paraphernalia, IPOB t-shirts or caps, as the case may be, and they go about committing all manner of crimes. Anybody who is involved in criminal activity is not an IPOB family member. Very important. If you saw your hands in evil activities, you are not part of us, because we have code of conduct. So we know how to isolate these evil men who claim to be Biafrans and who claim to be IPOB family members. They are from the Zoo DSS. People are so hungry at this particular point in time that they can take as little as 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira to go and commit all manner of evil, criminal activities. He does the criminal activities in order to paint IPOB black. But we are not surprised. This is the end game for them. They have tried everything. They have maimed, they have killed, they have tried to stop our platforms, but they are not able to do so. They are bad losers. And this last effort of theirs is not unexpected. They are drowning and you don't expect them to keep quiet. They are fighting their last battle. After that, Biafra shall come. This is when the Biafra presentation. Once again, we are asking Indian Biafrans to remain focused and resolute, and we are not going to do anything other than to take calls. I am not with the usual Radio Biafra number. I'm going to announce a number now. If I call this number, this is just for today. If you call this number any other time, you will not get it. Very important. The number to call is +44 7916 752059 +44 7916 752059. If you call this number, we will be able to take your calls. If you call this number, we will definitely take your call. This is once again your platform, and we are urging MNB fans to remain focused and resolute by money.
We don't want these thieves anymore. We don't want these cheats anymore. We don't want these demons anymore. We want go. We want go. We wanna go. We want go. Where we're going to. We want go. You keep this feeling dating. You keep this forward dating, the promised land, dating and hating, the promised land, the promised land, forward march to the promised land. Oh, we don't want these cheats anymore. Biafra,
can you hear me? Call on the phone.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening from here. Can you hear me?
Hello,
This is Radio Biafra. Go ahead, please.
Huh?
Go ahead. Can't you hear me? Go ahead. This is Radio Biafra. Go ahead.
Hello. Is that Radio Biafra?
Unbelievable. Next call on the phone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Can't you hear me? Go ahead.
Right, this is of course a number I announced. This is not our usual number, but of course we're going to use it this evening. Next call on the phone. Can you hear me? It's like they, I don't know whether they are here. Can you hear me? Next caller, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No.
Good evening from here. Can you hear me? Good evening from here. Go ahead, please. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we have to. Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Yeah, good evening from here.
Yeah, good evening, sir. This is Mazi Kama. Mazi Kama is from Mefore. Mefore is in Enugu province in Biafra land. So right now, I'm calling from Aba.
Yes.
My deputy director, the 30th May sit at home, remain sacrosanct. We, the people of Biafra, we are ready, ever ready, to remember our heroes, our heroes.
There is no going back, of course.
It doesn't matter the discouragement, it doesn't matter whatever they do, they do. We are here to restore Biafra, and Biafra we must get. My brother, I want to appreciate God Almighty, People Kikabiama, for what he's doing for us, Biafra. I'm so grateful to him for preserving us, irrespective of genocide that was committed against us as a people by the State government. And God still kept us. And today, we have remnants that are standing their ground to ensure that we free from this evil contractor called Nigeria. I want to appreciate him. I say may his name be glorified. My deputy director, I want to suggest to the leadership of Ipob. I want to. I also appreciate their efforts. They are doing marvelously well. You see, we are in a battle. We are in a battle. Real battle. War. We are in a war. And the greatest thing we have is our radio. This is why I want to suggest, humbly suggest, that no matter what it will cost us as a people, that we must ensure that this our radio saturates the whole of the Biafran land, no matter what it will cost us. Because so many people are not getting us information. Some of them, when we are telling them, we are telling them story. So please, let the leadership of IPOB do everything within advantage to ensure that this our FM radio station saturated the whole of the land. And another thing I want to suggest is that on that 30th May, early in the morning, you see, I would like the leadership to look at it. If it is acceptable, then we do it. On that 30th, I want to suggest that as early as 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. in the morning, those of us that have trumpet, during that time we are marching on the street. Many of us will have trumpet. That we are going to blow trumpet on that early morning.
Are you an IPOB family member?
Yes, sir, I am.
We are talking about sitting at home, and you are talking about marching with trumpet.
I thank you, family member, for 1001.
Yes, so what do you understand by, did I hear you say as early as 4 a.m. that time when we are marching on
No.
What did you say?
No, that is not what I said, sir.
Yeah, clarify, please. Maybe I didn't hear you very well.
What I said is that during when we were doing
Okay, when okay.
Of us have trumpet.
Yes,
This trumpet we have. That's what I said, sir.
Yes, okay, go ahead.
Many of us will have trumpet then. Yes, so that's what I'm saying, that on that early morning, you will inside our house, you blow it in your house, not coming on the street, not doing anything, but you hide your house, you blow your trumpet. Are you getting me? So awaken the consciousness of our people on that day. So I just took it as a suggestion. So if it is acceptable, then the leadership can do something about it. Yeah. Thank you very much. Like I said, Director.
Yeah,
keep it on.
Thank you very much.
Always a lot.
Thank you very much, and God bless you. This is just something of individual choice, because if we set this up, there's something wrong with that in a way, but we must also be very careful not to give our enemies some leeway to get at us. Very important, it is an individual choice. It is a choice that you have to make as an individual what you want to do, but our official stance remains that it is sit at home, total lockdown, your of Biafra land. Very important. Can you hear me? Call on the phone.
Hello, Mazi, Uche, Mefore. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Welcome to the program. Go ahead, please.
Yes, my name is Egwa. I'm calling from MCC right here in Aba, the Imbecile, Biafra land.
Yes, thank you very much. Go ahead.
Yes, I thank Chukwu Kikabiama the good things that you and Mazi Ohamadike, the son of Indefatigable. That is the name I call him, the Ohamadike one. I say, may Chukwu Kikabiama bless you all in the name of Jesus, in the name of Yahweh.
You say,
and I understand the battle that is going on. Like the other day, the zoo, the hopeless and really cowardly, fantastically corrupt, cosmological entity. They were saying that they are losing about something billion for fighting piracy. I know that they are fighting for the radio Biafra. There's some amount of equipment that they can use. They are using that can jam the radio Biafra. They cannot do it. Even though the OKC pass whatever thing they are doing, they cannot succeed. I may be 7 steps ahead of them. No matter whatever they are doing, even those saboteurs on wherever they are, there is no amount of anything they can do can subdue Biafra. We are 7 steps ahead of them, because I know what the real things, what they are doing, and they cannot overcome us. Look at how people is dying, the hopeless, really cowardly, fantastically country called Nigeria. People are drinking sniper, dying because of evil leadership they are doing, because they brought Jubrin. A man who doesn't know any leadership, doesn't know any the value of God. Look at how people is dying. They are here. I say, may God bless you all in the name of Yahweh.
He say, are you too? Of course, in the same line, as you can see, the Zulu army, what they are doing in Biafra land is to kill to men. It was Yesonik, a governor of Iguacha, that was blatantly, fearlessly, courageously saying what no other person could have said in the circumstance. He actually isolated the GOC commanding Nigerian army in Iguacha as having a parallel arrangement. He has boys that are doing oil bunkering for him. This is the same thing they were doing during Abacha's time. This Dave Umar, was it his brother or himself? That is what they are doing. this JTF, during that time they were doing Petroleum Trust Fund that were being headed by this hopeless Dauraman. The same thing has been what is going on, chop by chop. Everybody is wanting to go to Biafran, policemen, Air Force, Navy, all of them want to go and serve the army. And most of them are Fulanis. What they do in the rural part of Biafran is oil bunkering. And the government of River State, Iguacha, Uche, has made that emphatic statement of accusing the GOC commanding Nigerian army of having that ulterior motive. His mission is a different thing altogether. I don't know the day that he made that statement, but I was watching that clip, and it is an interesting revelation that our people should understand what is going on. Nobody is a Nigerian. These people have come to pillage, to destroy what has brought us together. The question, on the other hand, is what are our people in the coastal region doing about it? It is not just about identifying what these people are doing, it is about doing something about it. The same goes to the so-called lazy intellectuals in the upper part of Biafra land. Some of them say that they are governors, some of them say that they are Hanese, social cultural organization. Where are they? The Zulu is about closing the only so-called, well, it's only in paper, Akanibe International Airport in Enugu. They want to downgrade it, they want to close it because it is not fit for international flight operation. That is their own report, that is their own reason. With this, they are going to cripple our people all the more. All these dangers in the horizon were pointed out several years ago, and as we speak, our leader Mazi has consistently reminded our people of that. Islamization agenda is going to be completed very soon. After 29th of May, if that man in Aso Rock is allowed to continue in office, that will be the end of all of you. That will be the end of those who claim to be one Nigerians. Even the saboteurs among us, you will not be left out. And then you see some unscrupulous, greedy, lazy individuals who are working for the Fulanis, who are of course their masters. They are ready to do whatever it takes to bring down our people. Some of them are in the killer squad that they have set up to be abducting, to be kidnapping our people. Our people must be very vigilant, and we must be security conscious. This time around, we continue to advise communities in different parts of Biafra land to form neighborhood watch, because these people have come. The next 4 years is going to be horrendous, and we are not interested in what is going to happen. We are more interested in making sure that Biafra is extricated from that abominable contraption called Nigeria. You are good at fighting IPOB, you are good at castigating IPOB. Now the time has come, because not only that you will be scampering for safety, looking at your back anytime you go to anywhere, IPOB will continue to sour, and you will continue to be a loser. programs are very result oriented. It requires high degree of discipline. It requires high level of commitment. It requires ideological consistency. If you don't know what ideological consistency is, look at our leader, Mazi. Look at a number of hardcore dedicated Biafrans. There is nothing you tell them that will move them. Can you hear me? Call on the phone. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? No, it appears. I don't know what's going on here. Next call on the phone. Can you hear me? He's not talking. The number to call once again is +44 7916752059 +44 7916752059. Somebody's on the line but is not talking. I don't know what is going. We have to move ahead and of course do the needful. We continue to remind our principal officers, especially coordinators in Biafra and different parts of the world, to of course tell us what they have done. Yeah, good evening from here. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Next caller, can you hear me? Caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Hello.
We're wasting a lot of time. Next caller, can you hear me?
Hello. Hello.
Can you hear me? Go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead.
Good evening, lovers of freedom. My name is Christopher. I am here in World Bank. I am from Atanapo, near Chowa. I thank God for the struggle. I also thank you, Mazi, Uche, Mefore. I also thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi. I also thank our Mazi George Onipe. I call him Lion Man. He's a lion man. And somebody like him is never true in this planet Earth. I also thank God, thank our connector, Asochukwu. From
right. Can you just try and make it very snappy like others will call? You are just greeting people and all that. Make it very sharp.
No problem, sir. Free and Ipob members, dear friends, all over the world, I want to tell us that 30th May has come to stay. Nothing, no power, no kingdom can stop it.
How have you prepared for 30th of May? Are you ready?
Hello, sir.
How have you prepared for the 30th of May?
I'm ready. No need to. I'm not going out. That day is just to sit at home, commit everything, commit the struggle into God's hand. That is my job on that set today.
And of course, pray for the repose of the souls of our fallen heroes.
Yes, so that God will accept their souls.
Yes, thank you very much, my brother, and keep on evangelizing. Thank you.
I want to say something. I just want to inform all the EHO people, let them rise up in this struggle. I'm not hearing from them. I'm not hearing their voice in this struggle. I'm not even hearing none of them coming up. Let them stood up. It's time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, and God bless. Thank you. Next caller, can you hear me?
Hello.
Good evening from here. Move away from the radio, please. I can hear the last caller voice.
Good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening from here. You're not hearing me. You don't understand what I'm saying. Move away from the radio. I can hear you. Go ahead, please. Next call on the phone. Can you hear me? I don't know what is going. A lot of calls coming in. Next caller, can you hear me? Unbelievable. Next caller, can you hear me? They are not talking.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Uche, Mefore. My name is Emmanuel and I'm calling from Aba.
Thank you very much.
Let you go to Tabiama, bless you.
God bless you
Your
too.
family. Bless your children. Anything you lay your hand, let the blessing of God follow you. And follow our leader.
You say I need to.
And all the principal officers. I'm calling from Aba. 30th May, we are ready.
Thank you very
I
much.
myself am ready for 30th May. Even I've already tell my children, let them take their teachers since last week. At 30th May, they will not come to school. That day is their front day. Then any man, any woman who says Biafra no come, that person will not see the good thing in his life. I thank you very
Amen.
much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I thank all the principal officers. I thank all the whole IPOB members all over the world, but especially we, those in Biafra land. No matter what they are doing, Biafra must surely come. They can Islamize Nigeria, but they can never Islamize Biafra. They say they will Islamize Biafra, heaven and earth will turn upside down, and they can never do it. We are with you people. We are ready in any command you are giving to us. 30th May, we will not cross gate, talk less of agreeing anything. And we do everything our leader has commanded us. May God bless you. You will live and see Biafra. All the principal officers will live and see Biafra. We in Biafra land, no matter the no.
Right. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you. Next call on the phone. Can you hear me? Call on the phone. Can you hear me? Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Uche. I'm calling you from Aba.
Thank you. Go ahead.
I'd like to thank you for the good work you have been doing for Biafra. Thank you. And for that man, we are happy. You know, we don't get ready. Anytime we are ready. We don't have any good time to prepare ourselves because we know we are ready always. So thank you for the good work.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And keep it on. Thank you. Next, call on the phone. Can you hear me? Call on the phone. Can you hear me? Next, caller, can you hear me? Unbelievable. Please, can you turn the radio down? Can you turn the volume of your radio down? I can hear the last caller's voice. They have cut off the line. Next call on the phone, can you hear me? Of course, we continue to move.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear, my deputy. I hope I'm coming out clear.
Yes, you are. Go ahead, please.
My name is Mazi from Uche. I'm reporting from Soka in Biafra land.
Thank you.
I don't know if they still coming on my more night, but not the children go to the Nabanayambo. But I don't know I touched me. But one came my wife yesterday when you will see how touched me. That's what I'm 6 years and I want to lamentation. Chapter 3 from verse 28. If we can get out of the way, the man is going to sit at home daddy, sit at home daddy. Because if you disobey and sitting at home daddy, your name is sorry. What is judging is Bible, not me. It's not Tim and Joseph, and it's not the leadership of IPOB. Because those people who fight for us and fight for us, we must remember them, whether you like it or not. When we finish reading this thing, I want you to come back to your senses. And I ain't put down with that number. I ain't going to get out of so Maya. And I'm going to put out there to say that I may not learn a order or something, sit at home successfully. I walk in my mind. Who could talk about I want to get all your banner that day. I didn't show my board of my mobile toilet. I cannot be here. No, I don't know about that day. When he does the way that West Africa are pushing. When it does the south, I didn't show my board of my toilet and I took a buy mono. I can't even get my money here. You want to get my money during the time. You have to get a good woman inside a nimbo. Okay, no, of 300 on the line. The so-called outside money. And there are no time naira. But so I'm going to many places they go down. But I think we will use Biafrans. But we saw our land, the Biafran to the outside planning. I will make sure that they're going to, if people come on to follow, I didn't fight you. And I'm I don't want to keep the no one so that your children will remove the that food. So your children, whenever it is school, you get job opportunity. And now, how would you know I can say? We have the young man and so I'm going to draw it. I want to know I almost to tell also. I'm not going to keep the head. Enough to work it at the head. I don't want them to come out. You see, I get one Mary, Mazuche Mefore, I get one Mary, in the castle, I get one Mary, of your France, I get one Mary. So, not anything, wherever else, the way you make that attachment, I'll get successful. Kila ka goma na yofundo wa, defend you I put no also. I get a job in there, I know new, we make sure we record the most successful thing at home that we have ever done in Biafra land. Very much more carry on. I sign up from here. I remain most of that man which I just said reporting from Super Sari the Carmona in Uche Biafra land.
Thank you very much and God bless. Next call on the phone, can you hear me? Call on the phone. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program.
Okay. This is Nukokoro from Ibere. In the local government area.
Mazi, go ahead.
We are under Uche problem. I'm thanking you for taking my call. You see, I want to tell you that in Ibere, we are now receiving the radio completely in all parts of Ibere, very, very clear.
Fantastic. This is part of the work. This is part of the work we are talking about. We want our people to pull resources together. There are actually a number of our people who are dedicating themselves to making sure that our FM radio stations in different parts of Biafra are functional.
What I'm saying is that we are very, very ready for the target message at home. And
yes.
I want to comment on something that came on one of the local newspapers in the zoo. TBK Ameti was saying that the Igbos, because they didn't vote for Buhari, they should not expect any presidency in 2023.
We don't need, my brother, I don't want to talk about TBK Ameti. I saw that as well.
If Gocha seaport is not functioning, Calabar seaport is not functioning, Warri seaport is not functioning, and he went to build dry dock in Kano to place his masters. The seaport in his own state is not functioning, and now he's talking about presidency, Ipob presidency.
What is his name? Rotimi
No, I don't know.
What is his name? His middle name or whatever.
It's very, very, very insulting. So let's just know what we are, I'll just stop because I'm running out of time. My name is still remaining to go, but I will call again. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. You made a very important observation. At the same time, we are not surprised, and these are the people we've been talking about. They are all one and the same thing, and that is why Biafra must be restored. That is why we are not going to relent. That is why we are not going to prevaricate. That is why we are not going to capitulate. Because if we do, that will be the end of us and generations of Biafrans to come. A lot of them who are claiming to be from Biafra land are not actually Biafra land. They have questionable parentage. Chibike Rotimi, is it a Biafra name or what? Rotimi Amechi. They are deceiving whom they are deceiving. Look into Amechi's family history, and you will understand where he is coming from. Very important. Right, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Call on messenger.
Yes, Mazi, good evening. Yeah, this is Sifukuo calling from Umudimunne Wimbadike.
Mbadike Mazi Okondero, good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mazi. I just a reminder for our people, having our meeting tomorrow, for our final conclusion in going to Atlanta. Most of us have got our ticket for 30th May heading to Atlanta. And we're wishing our people back.
Can you hear me? Right, that is the problem with messenger calls. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? He is no more there. This is Radio Biafra Lamentation, and this is a very important announcement from one of us, Mazi Okol, all the way from New York. This is for New York family of IPOB. I hope you will come back, but of course the line is not very okay. For IPOB family members in New York, and this is also specifically regarding the 30th of May.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, good evening from here. Welcome to the program.
Good evening. Hello?
Good evening from here. Can I hear you? Go ahead, please.
I'm calling from Benin Republic. My name is Mazi Onyekachi, a hard call Biafra. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to ask a question concerning what Mazi Uche Mefore have said about the preparation of 30th May. Here in Benin Republic, we have not got any idea of this, and nothing has been announced. So I don't know if our own.
Can I listen to me?
Yes.
Are you an IPOB family member?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. And then you have come on air to ask me a very important question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you expect me to come? Just you don't need to. I'm not sure you are a hardcore IPOB family member for you to be coming on air to be saying this. If you are a hardcore, then why are you coming on air to say this thing? You want to come to the Republic and organize it, is that correct?
You announce that our coordinators should come out on air.
Okay, so are you
how far they have gone?
Are you a coordinator? Are you a coordinator? I think you are. I will cut you off anyway. Are you a coordinator? I'm asking you a question.
Nothing like this come on.
Are you a coordinator? Unbelievable. I think if you're a hardcore IPOB family member and if you're part of the family in Benin Republic, then you should know what to do. I made an announcement and said coordinators in different parts of the world, Biafra and African continent, the Americas, Australia, Asia, Europe, must come on air and tell us about the level of preparedness regarding 30th of May. And somebody from Benin Republic is coming on air to ask me what we that they don't understand. There's something like 30th of May preparation or so in Benin Republic. He is obviously one of those. If you have problem in your family, go and sort it out. Don't come here on air and start talking nonsense. And I was asking you a question, you continue to say what you were saying. And I'm going to find out who you are. Very important. If you are coming on air to ask me about what is happening in Benin Republic, you want to come to Benin Republic and organize, is it? Unbelievable. I expect the coordinator of the Republic to come on air and tell people their level of preparedness and not somebody else coming up. It shows the intention of this person. I want our family in the Republic to identify this person. It doesn't matter who you are. If there is an issue where you are, you sort it out. Don't come on air and disgrace yourself. Next call on the phone, can you hear me? I don't know what's going on. He's not even talking. Next caller, can you hear me? Good evening from here. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on the phone, can you hear me? Next call on the phone, can you hear me? I don't know what's going on with people, or doesn't mean you are not hearing me. I just want feedback regarding the reception where you are. Does it mean that people are not hearing me or what? Call on the phone, can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, good evening from the afternoon.
We are coming from here. Welcome to the program.
All right. My name is Fred Komimako. I'm calling from Anambra, Biafra land.
Yes, thank you very much. Go ahead.
All right. I just want to tell you that we are being heard sound and clear from here.
Okay, thank you.
And as well, just tell that we are very much ready for this target, okay? And the upper land, the news of target of men has already been spreading. It has been spreading. So I believe our people must respond. I also want to encourage all the coordinators in the upper land. I follow coordinators because I'm a coordinator in one of the family units. I want to charge every one of them to continue to spread good news. Let them continue to emphasize on this target because it has come to stay. Our Heroes Day has come to stay. Whatever we will do to make sure that Biafra is restored, we have to do it. The task that must be accomplished. So all my fellow coordinators, wherever you are, both in diaspora and here in Biafra land, please let's call it the point of duty to do whatever we can do to involve ourselves, both our money, our time, whatever it will take us to make sure that Biafra restoration is coming closer than it's expected. We have to everything that needed. So thank you very much. I want to thank my regional coordinator here. Do I have two regional coordinators? One from where I heard from.
How can you have two zonal coordinators?
Hello?
You said you have two zonal coordinators. Is what you said?
I mean zonal coordinators. I'm a family unit coordinator. That's the unit coordinator. But I have my zonal coordinators.
Okay, so you will mean your unit and unit coordinator and zonal coordinator.
I'm a unit coordinator.
Okay, go ahead.
I have my zonal coordinators.
Okay.
Okay?
Even that, I also have my local government coordinators.
Look, you said you have 2 zonal coordinators. It shouldn't be so. How can you have 2 zones?
Yes, I'm you may not understand it. The issue is that I come from Abia State, Biafra, okay? So there in Abia State, I'm a member of Ipob. So I have my coordinator, local government coordinator there. I'm a member there. I was brought as a member there in my village. I belong to Ipob. Okay? Then here in Onitsha, I also belong to Ipob as a coordinator, unit coordinator. And I have my coordinators here as well. That is both zonal coordinators and that of local government coordinator.
Where are you residing? Where are you residing?
Hello?
Where are you residing?
I'm residing in Obosi.
You live in Obosi?
Yes, I'm calling from Uche.
Where do you attend meeting?
Yeah, I attend my family. You mean my family meetings?
You can only live in one place, or do you live in 2 places?
Hello, sir?
Yes, hello. Do you live in 2 places?
I can't hear you clearly, sir.
Do you live in 2 places?
Why are you asking, sir?
Because you are trying to explain to me for me to understand.
I can't understand.
Yeah, you said to me you have two zonal coordinators. That's what you said.
Okay.
And I ask you, do you have 2 zones?
I said I have my village coordinator. I'm a member from my village.
Okay, go ahead. I don't want to. Go ahead.
Go to Ipob in my village.
Okay.
I heard from Abia State, but I'm living.
This is really a Biafra presentation. If you come and complicate issues, I'll ask you questions. You can only live in one place at the same time, and a bona fide family member of an IPOB where you reside. If you are talking about your village, that's a different thing altogether. But if you come up and say you have 2 zonal coordinators, I will have to ask you a question. It will elucidate. It will provoke questions to be asked and to which answers are to be given. This is really a further presentation. We are moving forward. Next call on the phone. Can hear me? Good evening from here. Welcome to the program. Can hear me? He's not talking. And we will have to proceed. Can you hear me? Let's call on the phone.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening from here. There is noise where you are on the background. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Hello.
Please move away from where you are. There is too much noise where you are.
There is no. There is no noise again.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Are you hearing me now?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm there. I don't mean in a radio. Very unfortunate man, I could say, but and my young assurance that none of my number, I am Ambassador Chief Chidiade. I know my number state. Okay. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Yes, I educated Makadi event, and especially
They knew a meeting yesterday, and Onitsha Boko. So they are Anna Bali Kwakama, but I guess she may etiquette everything. Oga Niruta Verite, at least with some of our investigations, Simon. As usual, in Anambra State, Onitsha, Oka, and the Newi in Kulobia. Okabo as normal distance, sit at home guarding, again may observe. So that is the assurance we are giving you the heads in Anambra State. No matter the propaganda on it, but we are ready for it.
Yes, there's no going back, and our people must keep their eyes set on the ball. Our eyes must be set on the goal, and that is the ultimate. Very important.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, and God bless you.
You're right.
There is a call from either United States of America or Canada. Can that caller call back, because I am about to begin to descend in this program. If you want to make an announcement, there are people that sent messages before now that they want to make an announcement regarding their family units or family programs regarding 30th of May, Remembrance Day. If you want to make such an announcement, now is the time for you to do so. Otherwise, we shall proceed in no time to end this program. The caller from United States or Canada, you need to call back, and if you do not call back, we will have to proceed. Right, can you hear me now? Call on the phone. He is gone, and we shall proceed. This is still the further presentation. We will begin to descend. It appears we are having some issues with our line, and I have tried to do something about it, but we are not proceeding as expected. But of course, we will not fail to appreciate you hardcore dedicated Biafrans who have remained resolute. We are going to achieve our aim, and Biafra shall come in our lifetime. We are identifying saboteurs and agents of the contraption called Nigeria in our midst by their utterances, by their conduct. You will not fail, but appreciate their presence regardless. There are ways that they talk, there are ways that they conduct themselves, there are ways that they send signals, and we must have to be at alert. What else can I say? We thank you, eminent Biafrans, for having participated this evening. We urge you to remain focused and resolute. We appeal to all of you out there never to be distracted by what the enemies are doing. They are failing, they have failed, and they will continue to fail. We thank the Most High God for having made it possible for us to have come together this evening. We continue to implore Him to continue to enable us spiritually, physically, and otherwise to continue to do the needful as far as the Restoration Project is concerned. May He give us every strength, every ounce of determination and courage to continue to move forward until the first is restored. From me, from here, this is sincerely Mefore at this particular point in time, saying good night and God bless.
Hello Biafrans, this message is brought to you by Biafrans Got Talent in different languages.
Ndị mbise mma mmanụ, ndị mmadụ ekele m unu, ewere m unu ozi, asị m agwa unu, si on 30th May, onye ọbụla nọrọ n'ụlọ, ka anyị ike kwanyere ndị nwụrụ n'ihe Biafra ugwu. Adịghị ọzọ anyị nwere ike imere lawo gị ikporu n'ụlọ ụbọchị ahụ, si ihe emeene ka anyị ike nwere onwe anyị. Ndewo.
Ndị ala ụtụtụ yara ndị arụ Chukwu indewonu ọnwụ iyi na-ekwu iyi n'ụtụtụ ọnwa si biko nne ịgbalị anị nọtụrụ n'iru ule 30th May bịa ibe ibe ọbụla aga ịnọtụrụ n'ale a were nwosa nwaanyị a were nwosa Biafra onye ha na-arịọ enyi biko nne ịnọtụrụ n'iru ule ma ihe apụrụ ụbọchị ọhụ a were ya were kweri ụmụnne anyị ndị nwụrụ anwụ maka ịhazi ozi Biafra ọnwa
Meka on the tenyen gay is on bibio. I mean no in a camfo. Why if you book who you why saying 30th May? 30th May. I don't send them make it bang again on the Eddie Young Onion. A paying a why saying I don't for say for your code for your obey. I remember them here for you why said 30th May. 30th May you who say for going on 2 folk. I know the uncle, not for Tiago folk do. I find out come on them careful Ekoto, Kopio Nigeria, careful the word Biafra. Tiago for 30th May, Baraka young item for Kufok, young item for Gumfana, make on money.
Ndị Ebonyi, unu dịkwa ahụ ike o. Unu nọ n'ụlọ maka ndị nwaanyị nwụrụ anwụhụ na 30th May maka nwere onwe nke ala anyị Biafra. Ndokwanụ
emesiere o ndị toite enyen ye ndị toika nyen kison Kalaba. Mbok nda usene mimbenge mufo ndị to efre brutu. Etie kufok usen 30th May. Ke kukuru nyiniri ndị to Biafra. Ya nyinida yeni de nyen. Yang ini pang isong mimi fon ke inya ni ye irem nyen ira ikpono ndi tete nyen yen di teka nyen kisong Biafra e pare ke nyen di yene eti obio mbok mekpe mufubok userero 30th May eti ekufo
ndị item jọkwa n'uwo ihe mbe ikpari unu tonwa bụ mmadụ aha nọmara ime ụlọ 30th of May nọmara ime ụlọ ka ikwaru ụmụ nwoke ụmụ nwaanyị nwono na ọrụ Biafra ka ịkwara ugwu nọmba gboo n'orimo na afụsatụkwala ezi 30th of May jọkwa
debe anyị ekene m unu ife m ekwu bụ maka 30th May mbọsị na-abịa abịa anyị anọ n'ụlọ ka anyị nwee ike lote ndị niile nwụgolu anyị maka nwere onwe Biafra ife m na-akwakwu n'ụlọ si m na ana obi na ọkwa n'ife onye kpọrọ nkịtị ya ka ọ na-aza Biafra bụ nke anyị ka anyị nọlụ kwanyelu ndị niile ndị nwụgolu maka Biafra okwu ịnụnụ biko zianụ ayọ ka m na ọyọ
ndị ngwa anụ asị mma mbịa gwunula abalị 30 n'ime ọnwa ise wụ May nke ndị bekee na dịkwa n'ikpọ 30th May anyị ọrụ ndị Biafra anyị si ka anyị were ehia echi ahụ cheta ụmụnne anyị niile ndị nwụrụ n'ihi nwụrụ nwaanyị wụ Biafra. Biko adị m eri unu dịka arịrịọ si unu biko orula ehihie ahụ unu nọrọ n'ụlọ unu nọrọ kpọrọ unu n'ụlọ teenu mmiri unu rie onye m si ka m gwa unu.
Wagwan Jamaica, enough respect for you all. About to respect for me brother man them Biafrans and a Jamrock. Me want to tell you something now. It's all about at the 30th May. You know how we are falling hero them at them lay down them life away. You know if you second down type on no house. You know if you mourn them, you know, cause them a do a big strength in for way. One know if you tell you no react now, you know if you sit down on no house, you know mourn them on 30th May. Go the way me tell you brother. Cause we have to remember them. It's a big thing for them do for way. Enough respect for you know all.
Ndeka, Ndebo, na Delta State, Biafra land. Dodo no dịghị ime mụlọ na 30th May.
Ndị Anambra ekene m unu. Ana m asị ka anyị niile nọrọ na yard na 30th May nke na-eje ịbịa. Ka anyị cheta ndị ebe anyị ndị nwụrụ anwụ maka na ọtụtụ ụmụnne anyị anwụgo maka ife Biafra. Ka anyị kwanyere fa ugwu ikpeazụ nke anyị ga-enyere fa. Anyị nọrọ n'ụlọ na 30th May cheta fa. Udo dịrị unu.